This is what I'm talking about. NFL playoffs at Lambeau Field with a snowstorm camped out over the upper Midwest. Let's go. It's time for some great football in Green Bay.
Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Now Willis on the bootleg.
Incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Willis will look to throw it. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. Fielded at the 33. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the 1st. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson.
To the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, in the direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they've got the 1st lead.
And that certainly changes their early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
Always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Pushing through tacklers at the 30.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A give to Pollard running left. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 23-yard run.
And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Here comes the return from the very back.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On first down, it's Simmons. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Here's Willis. He hits Dobbs on the crosser.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Up the middle they go. Simmons. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the Cowboys' 36-yard line.
They go play action with Willis. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Willis. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, and it's 4th down. And they'll bring out Anders Carlson now to try the field goal.
From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 8.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
47 yards on the ground here for Harris. It's a first down.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Off the play fake, Prescott.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Returnable here from the third. Now a hit and a loose football. That's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
Break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
And that's the knowledge you gained from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Left side to Lamb.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now a 2nd and 10. They toss it down to Pollard.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
They'll run with Pollard.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
The second down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
The spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Prescott on 3rd and goal. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3. But it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Play action. Here's Willis. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 43 yards. To the air on first down. Here's Willis. And Watson has it right side. Oh, look at the juke. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to stretch out their lead.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Muscles by at the 25. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go and try to put some pressure on the defense.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Coming coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott.
Here's a screen now for Pollard.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Prescott on 1st down.
Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And again, it's Prescott.
He finds his man, Pollard.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Prescott now. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Here we go, here we go. Tempo.
They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off by Tariq Carpenter. Moving inside the 20.
That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown! An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Carlson on for the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
This pass complete to Pollard on the out route.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 9
yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
It's a gain of 10. And the Cowboy first down.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. A second down throw for Prescott. And this is caught. It's Brown. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Running right, it's Pollard.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just his defense is reading something out there.
With it, an extra bit of pressure, doesn't it? As much fun as they're having right now, they're locked in, really clicking on all cylinders. They also know that if they ever miss a chance to put points on the board, they've actually put their team in jeopardy. And that's not how you want to play the game. It's supposed to be complementary football, offense, defense. But today, it's all offense for them.
Yeah, they've been playing with a sense of urgency. It's probably going to need to continue.
Second down, here's Willis. He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this...
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
So a potential big play by this defense, wiped out by the face mask.
And disappointing because it was so unnecessary. They had the sack. But the officials are definitely keeping a close eye on the quarterback, especially the referee. They were able to spot that one immediately.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, check that. Street.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Simmons, able to fight. There he goes, left side. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
70.
On first down, Willis.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Now Carlson for the extra point.
And he pushed it right. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Prescott now on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Now Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And now
defensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation? I prefer a big scene. Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. That is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 39 yards. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by A.J. Terrell.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Meanwhile, Willis' throw finds its target, Dobbs. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Hurt! Right there, hurt! Driving 60!
Willis. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Off the play fake, Prescott. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he's brought down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd down, Prescott. It's complete to Brown, right side.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jalen Tolbert, 27 yards. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Willis.
He finds his man complete. That's Simmons. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on here to punt it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And this certainly a key moment in this game, trailing by 3, 4th quarter with a spot in the championship game next weekend on the line.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5.
Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. Eluding the pressure right.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Now Dak. Here's a screen now for Pollard.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Tolbert.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give him that the rest of the way.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can. It's 3rd down.
They'll run left with Pollard.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
So a big one coming here for Brandon Aubrey.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And he has got from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Willis. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And you certainly have to applaud the effort here. They're not settling for overtime. They're trying to get in a position to win it with a late field goal. That takes some guts. But this one is going to wind up incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Simmons. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Well, what a game this has been, and now overtime will decide who goes on to play in the NFC Championship.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Pollard going to try the right side. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Playoff football at its best. Remember, a touchdown on this drive isn't a game winner as they work on second down here.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
A 3 and out could really hurt here in this opening drive of overtime. Big 3rd down coming.
Here comes the first throw in OT for Prescott. Able to hit his target Lamb. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Just looking down at this with a naked eye, looks like they have about 1.5 yards. Any chance they go for it here?
There's a chance, but I have to say, punt the ball here. Get rid of this thing and try and help your defense a little bit. I know there's that temptation, and I know people have it on their play sheet. I have that one play that'll get me what I need, but if you don't get it, you pretty much handed the game to the other team.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
A good opening drive so far here in overtime, looking to put the pressure on with a touchdown. It's 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Pollard will take it up the gut.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 1 yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The defense coming through there, CD, with a big-time play, and they're getting close here to getting off the field and giving their offense a chance to win this ball game.
Their partner, no one's cheering louder after that play than their offensive teammates because they understand how different things would be if instead of going out needing a touchdown to tie things up, they can run out there with a chance to win the game right there.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Cowboys! And Charles, that touchdown alone doesn't win him the game anymore with the rule changes in overtime of the postseason, but they still went down, scored, got the job done, and now they put it in the hands of their defense.
And with the other side now guaranteed an overtime possession, getting that score was vital. The pressure is now on their opponent, and their defense, they have to play off the momentum the offense generated. One stop, and they end this game.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And CD, the pressure is on here. Only a touchdown on this series will prevent their season from coming to an end right here, right now.
And this is why the postseason overtime rules were changed, partner, to afford teams an opportunity to respond in this type of a situation, because in the past, this game would already be over, and the losing team would be making off-season plans. Now they've earned their way into a postseason. They do get a chance to answer after the other team scores first.
This is where the new rule comes into effect. In past years, this game's over. They've got a chance, though, to match touchdowns now. It's first down. Now Willis gets his shot in overtime.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
18 more yards there and another first down.
They'll try the left side. Simmons. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Jeff Okudah up from his cornerback spot to make the play.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now Willis.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Nervous time now, moving the chains, an absolute must. Here's third down. From the gun, here's Willis. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, here we go. Now it's gut check time. They need to convert here to keep the series and their season alive.
And obviously, this is their biggest snap of the season. And across the line of scrimmage, how about that defense? They feel exactly the same way, and they know they're one stop from celebrating a win themselves.
Now they go for it on fourth down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the change in rules from the regular season to the playoffs at least gave both teams, Charles, an opportunity, but it turns out the team who scored first got the victory.
They certainly did, partner, but it wasn't as simple as getting a quick touchdown and calling it a day, because they need a standout performance from both sides of the ball to earn this win in overtime, and they got it.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Lambeau, good night, everybody.